Hey, what's going on, everybody? James here with differentnotless.tv, and in today's video we got 7 tips for parents who just found out they have a kid who has been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. Check it out. Number 1, you're going to be okay. It may not feel like it, you may not see it, you may not even have the slightest glimmer of hope that things are going to be okay, but they will be okay. You'll see as time goes on that you learn how to best help your child, that things, while they remain difficult, become automatic to deal with. It's not an easy thing that you're walking through, and it doesn't get easy. But you're going to be okay, and you're going to be awesome at this. Do not overanalyze every move that you've made as a parent up to this point. Getting caught in that trap of, if I would have done this or I wouldn't have done that, if I spent more time doing this, if I spent less time doing that, is just a trap that will get you stuck and immobilize you in moving forward. The reality is, if you have a child who just got diagnosed, that's what you're going to have to face, and getting stuck in the what if or the self-deprecation of I caused this is not going to do anyone any good. Focus on the here and now and what you have in front of you, and that makes all the difference of letting go of the past. And the guilt of what could have been is an absolute killer to progress. Number 3, breathe, cry, grieve, repeat. This is an insanely tough thing that you're dealing with right now. No one wishes to get a diagnosis for their kid that's going to affect realistically how they are the rest of their lives. No one dreams about getting a diagnosis that completely flips your lifestyle on its head. It's okay to grieve that. It's okay to grieve, what your dream plans were for your life. It's okay. Take the time that you need to take a deep breath, cry if you have to. And as a man, I'm telling you other men that it's okay to shed a tear. It's okay to show emotion. It's okay to let others around you know that this is important to you. Grieve it. You're losing a part of your design, and it's okay to have to, go through that process of grief. And if you have to go through it again, go through it again. But take the time to come to a place of acceptance that things are going to be different now, and you're going to have a new normal, and that's okay. Number 4, hope for the best, but keep your feet on the ground. It's human nature to doubt and have misgivings about something when what can be conceived as bad news is given your way. So maybe your hope is like, okay, maybe he or she was misdiagnosed, or maybe it's something different, or maybe, okay, my child is on the high functioning end of the spectrum, or maybe my child also will get dually diagnosed with savant syndrome and just do crazy, unique, genius level stuff down the road. It is okay to hope for those things, but it's also important to stay planted on the ground and stay pragmatic about what's in front of you. Pay attention to therapy progress reports, where your child's at in their IEP, and just to give you a firm understanding of where you truly are, so you can stay grounded and stay realistic about the progress that your child is making and the strides that they're making, and also the struggles that they're having, so that you can address those. It's important to stay hopeful and dream and have the most amazing, optimistic, point of view for your child's well-being and future, but you also have to stay pragmatic about where they are so you can best equip yourself and best equip them for the optimal outcome. Number 5, find yourself a healthy outlet. So like me, for example, I'm also the stay-at-home parent hanging out with the kiddos, and I need to decompress on top of the stress of having a child with special needs and then being at home consistently with both of our children. It's important to find an outlet. For me, that's working out. It allows me to de-stress, get rid of the tension, and just be able to recenter myself and be invigorated and energized and ready to go. So whatever that is for you, find a way to have an outlet so you don't have everything all bottled up. I would also throw this as a caveat, and my son would agree, is stay away from vices as an outlet for a while. For example, until you come to a place of acceptance in this process, pounding a bottle of wine or a 6-pack of beer is probably going to lead to further problems down the road. So until you come to a place of acceptance, I would stay away from things that would bring a dependency aspect to it. Number 6, and this one is super, super important for long-term peace of mind and being able to manage, is find yourself a support community, whether it's online, whether it's group meetings, whether it's finding a therapist, whatever you need to do to get support is crucially important. There is no extra brownie points or karma points or Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad points for going at this solo. It's important to surround yourself with individuals who can pour into you, that you can download onto. So whether that's a Facebook group or a community like this, I mean, if you need to use this channel as your support group, leave comments and I'll be your support group. But it's important to find that community so you can share your struggles, share your victories, share the day-to-day struggle that you're going through. It's so very important. So don't go at this all lone wolf. It's not going to be sustainable. Find a support group, find a community. And number 7, early intervention. Get started on early intervention like yesterday. Studies have shown that the younger you start early intervention, the better the prognosis is for your child. And there is no shame or stigma in occupational therapy and speech therapy and ABA therapy. It is, how progress is made. And me as a layperson, as a parent, I am not equipped in the best way possible to provide this therapy on my own. And there's no shame in that. That's knowing my shortcomings and using the resources, the tools that are available to help provide my child the best possible outcome. So I obviously am a huge supporter and advocate for getting early intervention therapy going as quick as humanly possible. That is one thing that, if it doesn't come easily, fight for it and make it happen. Early intervention is can be the difference between struggling a lot and struggling moderately. So early intervention is crucial. Yeah? What's up, bud? What do you want? Hey, can you show me?